Good afternoon, folks. Hope everyone's doing well this wonderful Friday afternoon. And it looks like my, let's see, one of the habits have rubbed off on a few people because I've had a number of emails come through regarding a sale of a bunch of candy half dollars. And sure enough, I did find it. It's actually on eBay. It sold April 11th. So right outside a week ago. And as you can see, I'm on the eBay page. I'm already on the listing. It says this listing has ended. It's a confirmed sale at $16,990. For argument's sake, we'll just use $17,000 for the sale price of this set of candy half dollars. And what I wanted to do is kind of drill down to kind of explain exactly what we have going on here, because $17,000 for a set that pretty much we've thought about being one of the more common coins that any coin collector can find and collect. All right. And given the population figures of such coins and the availability of them, the $17,000 price tag seems a little far-fetched. Okay. But believe it or not, at the end of this video, the ultimate question will be, is this a bargain? Is it a complete mistake? Or is it a little bit of both? So I want you to consider those three kind of questions, those factors when you're kind of watching this video, this screencast. So I hopefully the quality will be good enough so that way you'll be able to make an assessment of what we have here. So the person that did sell it, that individual's name is 123 Current TC. Pretty good feedback. I would feel comfortable spending this kind of money with this person. Didn't exactly drill down deeper and wider into the actual feedback part of it, but given that he's 100% positive, I just don't see the issue here. Okay. So this is what I would call a quote-unquote out-of-the-box registry set that's ready, available to stamp your name on there, call it whatever you want to call it, make it your own. But you guys have heard me allude to a quote-unquote registry set before. So this is going to be kind of also one of those lessons. And I'm happy to be able to kind of talk about what a registry set is and why would someone put something like this together. So on this listing right here, okay, there's only 2 images, which is, I'm more than a little surprised. I'd figure for the amount of money, we'd actually see actual true photographic images of the coins, but instead it is 2 images, both of which are screenshots of the coins in question that are being sold in this listing. Now, I did count, I believe there's a total of 83 coins that span from 1964 at the beginning of the Kennedy half dollar series, and it goes all the way to 2015. Okay, and it's all of the Philadelphia and San Francisco minted proof coins in both clad and silver. All right, so it's got both in there. What I will bring up also, which is interesting, is that there are no business strike coins in here. So I would say that this is kind of a unique set for its price point. And I feel like if someone had said, oh yeah, I sold my Kennedy half dollar set for $17,000, I thought right off the top of my head that it would include business strike proof in both silver and clad, and both silver and clad business strikes. So this is like 50% of what a full typical set is. In addition, the set only goes up to 2015. All right, so we have 4 other years from 2016 to current that theoretically could fit in this set to help bolster some sort of point system. So if we were to go down here and just kind of take a quick read at the description profile of this listing. Investment and rare opportunity, complete set of silver and clad Kennedy half dollars from 64 to 2015. All at the very highest condition, ultra Cameo, okay? That's number one value driver in this whole thing. So keep that in mind as we go through these. And most at the very highest grade possible. I'm going to add this little caveat on there. At the time, it was ranked 8th nationally by NGC. So every single coin in here, I believe, is graded either NGC. Maybe there's a couple PCGS coins in there as well, which you could mix and match the grading companies for these registry sets. At last check, appraised value by NGC was around $23,000. Okay, so automatically, if we're comparing the sale price of $17,000 to the NGC appraised value, okay, there is a $6,000 bonus, okay, that the new, I guess, prospective buyer is earning on this particular set. All right, now, does that exactly equate into an extra $6,000 that, let's say, somewhere down the line, if you took every single coin? And I don't know if this individual is going to revive this particular registry set, but the second angle to this whole thing could be that this person bought the set and he or she is going to individually sell each coin and then somehow probably profit off of the splitting of the set, you know, where in that case, this person probably would benefit and net out an additional $6,000 to $8,000 in profit, which, you know what, that's really not bad. So just because it was sold as a registry does not mean that it is going to continue to be a registry just under a different name. Okay, so we're done with the eBay listing. So I wanted to go and show you the actual profile. Okay, it is actually it's not number 8 anymore. It looks like that whoever owns this registry set is beginning to either modify it or dismantle it. Because it is Stars and Stripes number 2, as you can see on my cursor here. And the points have dropped down 12,000. Okay, according to the listing, we have a point scale number of, okay, it's in 8th place, 55,093. All right, so if we were looking close to where right here in this box, you'll see that in the blow up image. So 55093 is the points on that one. This one's down to nearly 44,000. So either someone's dismantling the set or they're retooling it, upgrading, downgrading certain things in there. There's definitely something going on with the Stars and Stripes registry. All right. So, but the thing is, it doesn't say updated. Anytime someone adds or subtracts a coin, it'll say updated on the top left corner of the respective registry profile. So when I click on it, unfortunately, and not everybody does it, there are no images. So I have nothing to show you regarding actual photographic images of the coins. Now, as we look down the list here, let's go ahead and start from the top. At the 64s, I mean, you know, this regular 64 is a proof 69 ultra cameo. The accented hair, okay, this one right here is worth a lot of points if it's graded at like 68, 69 ultra cam. This one is only a 65. So if someone were to theoretically take this set and replace this coin with one that's a higher grade, this thing's going to shoot up the registry point list and probably get like top 5, no doubt about it. The 64 accented hair has always been kind of like those big points drivers in the registry sets for candy $half. So I don't know if that, again, it's all speculative. This particular registry set may just go away. It's kind of hard to say. But just going on down the line, we also have special mint set coins that are represented in here. You know, you got a 66 UCAM, 66, 67 here, another 67. Here's a 69. Okay, we're back into the regular proofs at this point. You know, so from here on out, I mean, we got some pretty nice grades. The 71S is a 68 Ultra Cam. We keep going down, 69. And of course, you see the points that are weighted on each particular coin. So as we get newer issues, okay, the points become less, especially when you have a coin like this, bicentennial. It's worth a lot more in proof 70 than it is 69. So, I mean, and then it gets into proof 70 from, starting at 1977. And I think that, every other date past 1977 is a proof 70. So it's the top end grade. It's the highest grade that you could possibly ever get. Everything's all graded NGC as far as I can tell. Yeah, NGC, yeah. So we go to page 2. And we started 1998S, and it's both the clad and silver at this point. So that's what you're seeing. You're seeing both compositions in here represented. All perfectly graded, Proof 70, Ultra Cameo, all the way down till you get to 2015, which is the last final date that it's been entered. So it seems to me that this individual just gave up on this set probably 3-4 years ago, because there's no 2016. So all in all, without any pictures, I could envision them in my mind of what they look like. And there's really not a whole lot to proof Kennedy half dollars. Let's go to a different registry set. Let's take a look at the Walls Kennedy proofs, because the images look absolutely phenomenal. This is actually the number 8 registry set for the proof Kennedy half dollars. Okay, and this is the main kind of like screenshot that they used, and it's a beauty. It's a 73S proof 70 deep cameo. Of course, this one is a PCGS, so they did use PCGS slabbed graded coins in this registry. But if you take a look on down the line, I mean, take a look at the 64 accented hair. It's a proof 68 cameo, which outweighs the other coin that we saw on the Stars and Stripes, the one that sold on eBay, by a good margin, because this one's almost 2,400 points. The other one was like 1,100, I believe. But this is a proof 68 cameo. Again, this is the big dollar coin out of the whole bunch. The regular 64 isn't too bad either. That's a 69 ultra cameo. That's phenomenal. But you see the quality of the coins that are, going to be found in these registry sets. People collect the highest grades. They make a compilation. They'll put it on either PCGS or NGC through the registry system. And then what it is, it's more bragging rights than anything else. Okay, the higher the point value on these things, the better. All right, so when the point values are a lot higher, all right, then it's gonna slip you into like first place, second place, third place, and these collectors get off on this sort of thing. It sounds kind of raunchy and rude, but it's like for a coin collector and a specialist in a certain category, it is truly an ultimate high, and that is really, there's no other way of describing this. So this is, if someone wanted to take a registry set and sell it, okay, this is kind of in a roundabout general way of what it looks like. Now there are registry sets that combine both business strike and proof. There's also one that's simply just business strike, and that's for all different denominations, not just Kennedy half dollars. There's a Lincoln cent registry. There's Jefferson nickels, dimes, Washington quarters. There's even dollars, like the modern dollars, presidential, and it goes from old to new. So it's a pretty neat way of collecting. It kind of adds an element of just I don't know, euphoria. I don't know if that's the correct word for this, but it's like when you're able to acquire another coin that you could slip into your registry by just typing in the certification number and then seeing your points value go way up, and then you surpass like 2 other people. Some people just love that feeling that they get that they're winning, a race. A digital race is what I call it. Because all in all, I mean, you have coins, you have physical coins that are in your possession, but this is a way of sharing and being competitive with other collectors who share the same passion as you do. So the registry set part of it is absolutely one direction. Now let's talk about the other thing I had brought up and alluded to previously, and that's if you sold the coins individually. So I took one image here, and that is the 2011 S Clad. Now this is the ultimate grade. It's a Proof 70 Ultra Cameo. So this is one of the coins that would be weighted higher in those registry sets. So how much does a coin like this sell for? Well, this one is pretty new. So this one right here is available for $36 shipped. Okay, so that would primarily kind of encompass a lot of the newer coins post, like say 1990 is where this would fall into, where a lot of the coins in Proof 70 for the clads would sell somewhere between like $30 and $50. That's kind of like the going rate for each of those coins. The ones that are a lot more expensive would be your 64 proof accented hair, those special mint sets with ultra cameo or deep cameo are especially expensive as well. So if the motivation at this point was to buy the set on eBay for 17 grand, take each individual coin, which I suspect whoever the buyer is, they went ahead and tallied up just kind of like a roundabout figure of how much they could sell each individual coin for. And they have probably came to the conclusion like, well, you know what? I can make between $4,000 and $6,000 if I sold each coin individually. Sure, it would take a while, but at the end of the day, if you're able to profit 20% off of this amount of money, there are people that do that, and that's what they do. They scour up and down on eBay and also on like some of those other auction sites like Heritage Auctions and Great Collections to find groups and registry sets like this, and they'll buy them and then they'll flip them, okay, and make money that way. And that's how they make a living, which I have no qualms about it, and I have nothing bad to say about that type of practice. It is out there for the taking. But in case you were wondering, here we go. This is, it's not every day that you see a registry set being sold, okay? In the case here, we have one that sold here last week, $17,000 for a set of 83 proof candy half dollars that range from 1964 to 2015. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's kind of a little bit of a lesson of like, I guess the big thing is when you say, oh yeah, a set of candy half dollars sold for 17 grand, a lot of you are probably thinking, what set of candy half dollars sells for that kind of money? And hopefully by being able to actually see some of these grades on screen will help you understand. At the end of the day, it's either for you or it's not. Me as Blue Ridge Silverhound, your boy Sean, okay, I'm a guy that takes more stock in buying the actual physical coin than I am the plastic slab encasement. Some will say differently, okay, but I'm like, you know what? 800 years ago, there was no plastic slab. It was just the coin. Today, I just want to have the coin, but there are certain times where buying a slabbed example is appropriate. Okay, it's a 99% guarantee that you're gonna have a coin that is genuine, that is unplayed with, and all original, and that's the way I like it. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully, this was able to kind of take care of some of the questions and concerns, comments that was coming through the email system. And as always, I appreciate your guys' time. Go ahead and give me a great big like if you enjoyed today's content. That's important. And feel free to share, subscribe, and would love to hear your comments. What do you think about registry sets and this candy half dollar set that sold for a huge amount of money? That's like a brand new car right there. I mean, not a great car, but a brand new car nonetheless. But yeah, pretty nuts, pretty nuts. And like I had mentioned, that is a buttload of money for a bunch of modern coins that are barely 40, 50 years old. So I don't know. I guess, full of their money or soon parted. Is that the saying, or is it something else? Or possibly this could be, a pretty good deal right here where you can make some money. I don't know. But anyways, it was a pleasure, guys. You guys enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and I'll see you again. You guys take care.